I didn't want to go. Every part of me screamed to turn around, to go home, to forget this whole mess. Seeing her again, hearing whatever rehearsed excuses she had prepared. I just wasn't ready. But there I was, sitting in the exact same cafe where it all began, where we first met. The irony was almost suffocating. The ghost of our first laugh lingered in the corner. I could almost smell the coffee from that day. I was waiting for Emily, waiting for an explanation that I both craved and dreaded. I told myself I needed answers. I needed closure to move on from this nightmare. But if I'm being honest with myself, deep down, I was terrified of what the truth would be. I think a part of me was still clinging to the hope that it was all a huge misunderstanding, that the woman I fell for was real, and not just a character she played for an audience. My mind raced, replaying every perfect moment we shared, now tainted with the bitter question, was any of it real? Every smile, every kiss, every whispered "I love you." Was it all just for show? The knot in my stomach tightened with each passing second. Then, the bell above the door chimed, and she walked in. My breath caught in my throat. It was Emily, but it wasn't. Her eyes darted around the room, avoiding mine. Her usual confident stride was gone, replaced by a hesitant, almost fragile shuffle. This wasn't the vibrant, carefree Emily I knew, the one who could command a room with just a smile. This was someone else, someone who looked lost, nervous. Something had fundamentally changed in her. Or maybe, this was the real her, finally stripped of her online persona. She finally spotted me and made her way to the table. She sat down, her hands trembling as she placed them on the table, then quickly hid them in her lap. The silence was deafening, thick with unspoken words and broken promises. Finally, she looked up, her eyes barely meeting mine before flicking away again. "I'm sorry," she whispered. The words were so quiet, I almost missed them. They hung in the air between us, heavy and useless. "I've been using you," she confessed, the words tumbling out in a rushed, quiet breath. I thought if I could create this perfect relationship, this perfect story, people would follow me. I wanted the fame, the attention, the views. Her voice was flat, devoid of the usual charm and warmth. It was a cold, hard confession. And just like that, the last glimmer of hope I had been foolishly holding on to was extinguished. It was true. All of it. My heart didn't just sink, it plummeted. Hearing her admit it, hearing the words come directly from her mouth, was a different kind of pain. It was a confirmation of my worst fears. I expected to feel a surge of anger, a desire to yell, to make a scene, but nothing came. There was only a hollow, aching emptiness. The betrayal was a physical weight, pressing down on my chest, making it hard to breathe. All I could think about was how much I had given, how much I had opened myself up to her, how completely I had trusted her. And for what? For likes, for followers, you. You made me think it was real. I finally managed to say, my own voice barely a whisper. The words felt inadequate, unable to convey the depth of my hurt. Every moment, every memory, I thought it was ours. How could you do that? How could you look me in the eye and lie, day after day? I thought I was more than just a prop in your content. I thought I meant something to you. Emily's composure finally broke. Her voice cracked, laced with a tremor I'd never heard before. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she said, her words strained. "I swear, I didn't. At first, it wasn't supposed to be like this, but then I got lost. I got lost in the numbers, the likes, the comments. Every morning, the first thing I did was check the analytics. The validation was like a drug. I thought it would fill this this empty part of me, this void I've always had, but it didn't. No matter how many followers I gained, it was never enough. The emptiness was still there, maybe even bigger than before. Tears started to well up in her eyes, spilling over and tracing paths down her cheeks. She didn't bother to wipe them away. "I was scared," she admitted, her voice thick with emotion. "I was so scared. Scared of being alone. scared that nobody would actually care about the real me. I convinced myself that no one would find me interesting unless I had the followers, the views, the perfect online life. I used you because I thought that's what it would take. I thought faking love would finally make me feel loved. I just sat there, stunned into silence. Her confession was a whirlwind of selfishness and desperation. Was I really just a tool for her to chase validation, a stepping stone on her path to internet fame? Or was she genuinely just a lost soul, drowning in her own insecurities and making a mess of everything and everyone around her? The line between the two was so blurry. I looked at the crying woman in front of me, this stranger who had shared my bed, my life, and I felt nothing, just a profound, echoing sadness for both of us. In that moment, I saw the path forward split into two. I could stay. I could try to help her, try to piece her back together, guide her through this mess she had created. I could try to fix what was broken, but as I looked at her, I realized something crucial. I couldn't save her. No one could. She had to be the one to save herself. She had to be the one to confront her demons and find her own worth, away from the screen, away from the applause of strangers. And more importantly, I needed to save myself. I had given so much of myself to this lie, and I needed to get it back. I needed to heal. With a heavy heart, I pushed my chair back and stood up. The movement seemed to surprise her. She looked up at me, her eyes wide with a mix of fear and confusion. My heart ached with a strange combination of sadness for what we lost, or what I thought we had, and a quiet sense of relief. The relief of knowing, the relief of being free. "Emily," I said, my voice steady for the first time since she walked in. "You need to figure out who you are, without the likes, without the views, without the fake perfection. You need to find the real Emily, because until you do, you'll just keep chasing something that will never, ever make you happy. You'll just keep hurting people, and you'll keep hurting yourself." I turned and walked away from her, from the table, from the cafe. I didn't look back. Every step was heavy, but with each one, I felt the weight on my chest lighten just a little bit. Walking away from someone you love, or thought you loved, is one of the hardest things a person can do. It felt like tearing a part of myself away. But in that moment, I knew with absolute certainty that I had made the right choice. Sometimes, the hardest thing and the right thing are the same. Sometimes, letting go is the only way to find yourself again. My story is just one of many. I know there are others out there who have felt used, who have been part of a relationship that felt more like a performance than a partnership. If you've ever been through something similar, if you've ever felt like you are just a supporting character in someone else's story, I want to hear from you. Share your experience in the comments below. It's important for us to know we're not alone. Thank you for listening to my story. It's been incredibly difficult to share, but I hope that by doing so, it can help someone else who might be feeling lost. Remember, you deserve a love that is real, honest, and unconditional. Never, ever settle for anything less. Please like this video if it resonated with you, and subscribe for more real stories. Take care of yourselves.